We are seeing Chris today warming up with pauses at the knee. And if you remember from a couple of videos ago, you know Chris is coming back from a back injury, strain, whatever. And what's happened is, over the weekend, he has felt some sensations that have offered him tightness. Let's put it that way. So today we're going to be cautionary. He's got a new program. It's heavier than last. He's on snatch trebles, 2 trebles at 70, 3 doubles at 75. So it's an elevation of last week's work, where you saw him snatch 80 for a double, nicely. And he's presumably warming up with the pauses to ensure that he keeps the sensation of tightness in his back.
It's a fair and reasonable assumption.
There we are. And the point being is that when, I think week 1 of my visit here, Chris was warming up with his no feet, no blah-de-blah, whatever it was, and I really tried not to pay attention. He's got a variety of warm-up practices that get into working weight. And this is one of his strategies, that if his back is feeling a certain way, he can go to the pausing and feel what he would like from that pause at knee sensation, confirm that his back is in good shape, and then off he goes. So we can just get into straightforward lifting. And the point being is that when, I think week 1 of my visit here, Chris was warming up with his no feet, no blah-de-blah, whatever it was, and I really tried not to pay attention. He's got a variety of warm-up practices that get into working weight. And this is one of his strategies, that if his back is feeling a certain way, he can go to the pausing and feel what he would like from that pause at knee sensation, confirm that his back is in good shape, and then off he goes. So we can just get into straightforward lifting. And we might modify this session today. We may not. We'll see. See how he feels.
Time will tell.
And there you can see him, as he added the 10 kilos, so he got a 50. He put a pause in on the first, and then 2 straightforward snatches on the last 2. So he's making his warm-up now more specific to the program, to the day's training. I would classify that as sensible. I have witnessed lifters warming up in a way that is opposed to the training. I never understand that. You've got to work in harmony to the training. Chris told me once that he really enjoys clean trebles. So snatch trebles should almost be like a breeze to it.
I actually like, funnily enough,
of his caliber, fast and fit.
clean and jerk trebles. Clean jerk,
right.
clean jerk, clean jerk. That was my favorite.
1 + 1 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I've raised that to 115 before as my best.
Good.
The body is prepared.
Yeah.
Feel good.
It's acceptable.
I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 triples.
2.
2?
Yeah. I am very compassionate when I'm programming for older athletes.
I'm going to try not to sit as much. Not that I'm actually feeling really good. The reason why I'm saying I'm not trying to sit as much, and I gave this advice to Ryan on Saturday, was like, Ryan now has a sedentary job compared to what he used to have.
Ryan, what?
Ryan has a more sedentary job than what he used to have. He's gone from
Yes.
walking many thousands of steps a day, he's up and down ladders and whatnot, which comes with a cost, but also not doing some of that comes with a cost too. So my advice to him was like, if you're not getting enough movement through your sessions, between your sets, move around. If walking between triples fatigues me, then my biggest issue is not the triples. And I can, I suppose, walk and sit in my mind, whereas some people have to walk so they're not sitting.
So what Chris is suggesting is his Zen state is not altered by his moving state. That's how high level an athlete he is.
Highly tuned. I'm one with the barbell.
Detuned simultaneously.
That's it. Be like water. Nice.
So this is where the tonnage may differ from one cycle to the next. So like if you take the last 3 weeks that you've trained, let's say the tonnage was, I don't know, like 10,000 kilos or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And this session or this cycle is 9,600.
Intensity.
Yet the average intensity would have increased. So sometimes, depending on how you're measuring things, like the gross figure, the tonnage figure, can be a misnomer, you know, if you're basing it on tonnage. Whereas the average percentage for you, being as, if we were to take your back squat, snatch, clean, jerk, and base everything off those 3 things, your average percentage will be way down on what you, where your fitness average percentage is.
Yeah.
I think we'll do that. We'll plug it into one of our spreadsheets.
See where it falls.
See where it falls. See where we're at. That would be very interesting.
It'd be interesting to talk the hypothesis, then plug it in, and then see how accurate or not accurate one is. I made it for my last set.
Thank you for providing me with a training session that you can be proud of for me to watch and observe.
I was proud of that one.
There we are.
Proud of my last few.
Huh?
I was proud of my last few as well, thank you.
Yeah, there's always something there, wasn't there? Like the fucking wanky 20 kilo jump and the odd step, a little wobble at the bottom. Everything was solid today. Everything.
Yeah.
Standard.
It's almost like a bit of fear.
Maybe. Well, yeah, like you're extra tight in the back because you don't want that fucking...
I don't want to go backwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've still got back shots to go. Let's take our time on those.